Okay, here's a boss fight that shows the importance of changing your loadout depending on the situation. Every time I dash, he can't hurt me. I hate games that do that, where you dash and you're completely invincible during that phase. And in this game, you see these arrows. That's how many times I can dash. And you can upgrade the dash to a point where I think that you won't even have a cooldown anymore. And then, see, now look how fast I died there. He comes at me. I do have 1 health left. And he chops my head off. And by the way, health... all health does in the game like this is allow you to survive longer by making mistakes. So the game is teaching you, oh, okay, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you have health. That's really stupid. Like, that's why I like Geometry Wars, is it really analyzed video games and went, oh, okay, you don't need health. Because the fun part is not the health part. You know? Here's the second try. Now watch what happens. Watch his health bar at the top. Oh, that's the same one. Never mind. Watch his health bar. He's landing a bunch of attacks on me. I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. And I decide, okay, I need to change. And I spend a lot of time in here, which I imagine a lot of people do. Okay, third try. I thought it was 2 tries. I'm going in for a third try now. Look at his health. What happened? The battle just started. Look at this. What? Watch his health bar. I hit him with a... what? That has to be a bug. Okay, you can charge the sword. See, right here, I begin charging, but it takes a lot longer than that. And I nailed... that has to be a bug. And I had to put the brightness up, because this game is really dark. I actually ended up, by the end of this session, I think I was at 75 brightness. And when you load the game up, it says, make it as dark as possible. Ugh, 'cause this is a dark and grimy game. You see how fast I die right here? Play. Boss fight, the gimmick is you have to use your shield. So you use your shield and then you sidestep back and forth, being careful not to have the blaster knock you into that hallway back there where you came from. And my initial strategy last night when I played this is where I quit. My initial strategy was just to hold the shield up, and the thing just, it's like Dragon Ball Z, and eventually you disintegrate. And I was like, okay, this is a good place to stop. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, see, look at that. If you go in the middle, you really get fucked. And once you're back there, oh, man. But interesting enough, the game decides this is the end of the playing field. If you're going to have real-world environments, you better damn well make the collision accurate to the thing. I think that's the reason why I didn't like Metal Gear Revengeance or Metal Gear Rising. It did that whole, like, in Twilight Princess did that as well. I hate that in video games. Don't do that unless it's like Tron or something. Then it kind of makes sense. But when the game is already like real world, you got to make a decision. You know, what are we doing here? The point is, once I put that weapon upgrade, I right away took a giant chunk out of his health. Look at that. I got further than I have ever. So, and people describe that as strategy, but it's not really strategy. More, it is a different game at that point. You switch the options, and I don't like it when people are all playing the same game and you can't really have a discussion about the game when there's that many options. And I think that about covers everything in this from this hour. This boss as well. I really grinded this boss over and over until I finally just went, oh, okay, you need to change your options. And then 1 or 2 more tries and I beat him. It's not very hard. And then the invincibility frame thing is really stupid. I hate that. Because you're not even playing the game. You're just leaving the game and popping back in. What is the AI to do while you're invincible? Wait for you to not be invincible. Boring. That's why cover shooters suck too.